Whoa guys, it just happened. It literally just happened. What's going on with Upvot? Whoa guys, it just happened. It literally just happened. So I just pulled my car aside just to show you guys, but this is the first annual payment from a customer for Feedify. Yeah, as you probably can imagine, this is a pretty big deal since the fact that we just shipped this product, the first version, a couple of weeks ago, right? If you've been following me here on this vlog, you probably know, but yeah, to now already have a couple of paying customers and now one customer that is already paying annually is pretty huge. But yeah, in today's vlog, it's going to be a different kind of vlog. I do not have anything major to share with you. We're just starting to build with the next sprint, as I talked about in the last vlog. But yeah, I figured why not take you along with me and do like a day in a life /Q&A. That would be fun, right? Because you guys leave a lot of comments on my X, Instagram DM, or even here on YouTube in the comments. And yeah, I think it's time to give you guys some answers, right? So I actually already picked some questions, and this is one from Visham, who is wondering how long it took for me to build the MVP and how my initial customers reacted to this timeline, and were they willing to stick along when the MVP was done? So yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting question because for every product I ship, I have the same framework when it comes to MVP. So what I usually do to, validate the idea is to pull up just a basic landing page with a sign-up form and, share it with my audience, share it on platforms where my target audience is active. So think about things like Reddit, indie hackers, or Facebook groups, or you can even ramp up some ads and target your target audience and just, send them to your landing page and see if they are signing up, or you can even validate by asking a payment upfront. So that's exactly what I did with my SaaS product, Upvot, and what I also did with Feedify. And a pretty interesting story regarding Upvot. During the private beta period, which lasted around 6 months, the beta users were actually pretty excited to start using Upvot without any limits. So during the private beta, they had some limits, and they simply asked me to pay during the private beta period to strip those limits. And this actually resulted in the first $1,000 in MRR before we even launched publicly. So yeah, a couple of things I would do. I would actively involve your beta users by talking to them, by asking feedback. Definitely provide them with some kind of discount, or what I did, a couple of months for free, because those early users are super excited about your product and they are willing to give you valuable feedback, which helps you build a better product and ship a better product into the real world when it's ready to actually ship. So yeah, that's basically what I always do when I build an MVP for a product and what I continue doing. But yeah, let's keep on moving and go to my office. So arrived at my office, already have my coffee. So let's dive into the next question, which is all about the tech stack we're using for building Feedify. So this is actually a question by SEO Pro. What tech stack are you guys using? Now, as you all probably know, I'm not a technical founder, so let's go and ask my developer. All right, so let's see what he has to say, because yeah, I think the front end is Vue, Tailwind, and Prime View, and the backend Nest.js, MySQL, and AWS. Let's wait for his answer. All right, almost correct. All right, so only the backend is AWS Amplify. Yeah, front end is in fact Vue, Tailwind, and Prime View. Now, before I go and get lunch, let's quickly do one more question. And this is a question by Porsche, who is asking about the pricing. So very curious about how did you come up with the pricing? And to be honest, we didn't put in too much thought about the pricing at this point. So I just wanted to launch with 3 plans. And it's basically based on what I know about the user feedback market from my other SaaS, Upvot. And we just wanted to have a low entry level, so $9 a month. And we probably adjust this pricing once we ship new features. But yeah, this is just how we operate right now. And now it's time for lunch. So while my developer is building the product in the background, I am now more focused on doing marketing activities, such as doing interviews. So this week alone, I did 2 interviews, and both are really fun. And yeah, you can read about my journey in building my other SaaS business, Upvot, to over $50,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And I'm also sharing some stuff around building Feedify. Both articles are linked in the description if you're interested. By the way, if you're on Twitter, make sure to follow me, because Twitter is really the place where I share all of my day-to-day stuff, like, the numbers, or as you can see, also the interviews I'm doing, but in general, just all of my learnings and things behind the scenes. And I actually just noticed that this post is doing pretty good. So definitely connect with me on Twitter. And so that leaves us with the last question, which is probably also the most asked question. What's going on with Upvot? So one of the more interesting questions is, why building another feedback tool when you have Upvot, right? So Feedify is a user feedback tool, and Upvot is also a user feedback tool. But I do see a different target audience and business model for both products. So basically my thought process here is, Upvot is targeting the upper end of the user feedback market and is growing more and more into an enterprise product, whilst Feedify is a new, smaller user feedback tool targeting the lower end of the user feedback market. So basically with 2 products, I can conquer a large portion of the user feedback space. So that's my thought process regarding why building another user feedback tool, right? But yeah, the most question asked is why I'm not talking more about Upvot. And to be honest, a lot of things happened around Upvot in the past 6 to 9 months. And a lot of interesting things will happen as well in upcoming months. So I will leave you with this. I will talk about Upvot on this vlog, but not yet. You have to give me a couple of months. I cannot say anything more about it, which is kind of frustrating. I get it, but yeah, there's just too much going on. And yeah, all I can promise you is to wait. In the end, I will reveal my master plan. All right, I will leave you with that. So yeah, right now the vlog is focused on building Feedify, which is honestly also the most fun part because Upvot is matured in a way and it's just doubling down on what's working. It's not really that interesting to share, to be honest. I'd rather just, build Feedify in public and share every lesson learned and all the things that will happen in the upcoming months, right? But yeah, as promised, I will elaborate on what's happening with Upvot. And yeah, as I said, it's going to be fun. It's going to be another valuable lesson I am keen on sharing here on this channel. So don't worry, it's coming. But yeah, with that, this is the end of this vlog. Now going home, and I'll see you again in the next vlog.